Hey guys, Dimit here. This is a quick follow-up to my GH5 first impressions video. If you haven't seen it already, check the link at the top right of your screen. In that video, I did a quick comparison between the Panasonic GH5 and the Fuji XT2. To do the comparison, I used the JPEGs from both cameras. After playing a little bit more though with the GH5, I realized that Panasonic's JPEGs are super aggressive when it comes to noise reduction. When using the RAW files instead of the JPEGs, it looks like the GH5 is not performing that bad after all in low light. XT2 is still the winner, there's no denying that, but the GH5 gives up more of a fight when the RAW files are used. As you can see here, the GH5's JPEGs are so aggressive in noise reduction, it smears most of the details, and in high ISOs makes the image look more like an iPhone photo rather than an image taken with a bigger sensor. But enough with that, let's see how the RAW files look like. These are the unprocessed RAW files. As you can see, without all this aggressive noise reduction, the GH5 maintains details better than before, and on top of that, the final image is a lot more pleasing than the smearing look of the JPEG processed file. Even though the XT2 still wins the test, it's not by a big margin as it was with the JPEG test. I would say that even though GH5's 12,800 ISO is obviously noisy, it's still usable. Of course that depends on the user, but I think with just a little bit of noise reduction you could still work with the image. Now if we compare the JPEG and RAW files of the GH5 at 12,800 ISO, you will notice how much more detail is maintained in the RAW file and how much more pleasing the RAW file looks in general. You can still see the stars of the character, and you can also still see part of the logo underneath the stars, which is not the case with the JPEG file. The RAW version looks more cinematic rather than a bunch of smeared up pixels. I also did one more simple test. I processed the 6400 ISO images of the XT2 and the GH5 just to get rid of some of the noise and to add a bit of sharpness. And GH5 competes quite nicely. Still, the XT2 is the better of the two, but I'm quite pleased by how the GH5 performed. Given the results of this test, I would suggest to not shoot JPEG at all with a GH5. You're better off processing the file yourself. You will get much better results than what Panasonic offers by default. And that's about it for now. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Talk soon!